y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is the Laundrum. It's your girl Lady J, bringing you the latest female rap tea and from time to time urban news. But before I get into the video, hit that thumbs up, comment down below, share, and since you're here, subscribe to my channel. So let's get right into it. It looks like Megan Thee Stallion has a documentary series in the works. Now, it's normal for musicians to do documentaries. That's normal. However, it's usually when they are years into their career, like decades in, and have had a major impact and built a legacy, not 3 or 4 years into their career. Megan has only been mainstream, honestly, since 2019, if we're talking mainstream. And that's only 3 years. So what is this documentary going to consist of? I'm curious. Usually documentaries highlight, the beginning of the career, the climb, the climax, the controversies, the breakthroughs, the impact, the legacy, and much more. And Megan has not been through all of these things just yet because she's still in those beginning stages of her career. Like, I don't get all these rap girls or artists wanting to do documentaries now. Like, get at least 10 years in, at the least, at the minimum. Like, Beyonce came in the game in 97, didn't do a documentary or release her documentary until 2013, when she had spent decades in the game. Like, these girls want to do too much too soon because you have yet to make any real major impact. Kanye been in the game decades and just now released his documentary, which has been shot over the course of his career. Like, it's one thing to start shooting a documentary to, document over the course of your career over decades, but that's not what she's doing. She won't be dropping this in 10 or 15 years. This documentary series will be released soon, which again, I'm not sure what all they could possibly cover except her issue with Tory and her performative support for Black women movement. And that's just my opinion. So she has yet to do a world tour. She has yet to have a memorable album or successful solo single. She has yet to really make any real history. Just because you got 3 Grammys and fighting 2 court cases does not automatically qualify you to be making and releasing a documentary so soon. Like, your story is still being written, sis, and that's okay. But again, that's just my opinion. You can let me know yours below. The next topic I'm going to get into is Cardi B making history because her one and only album, Invasion of Privacy, is the first album in history to have all its songs certified platinum or higher. So congrats to Cardi B. Now, some fans are perplexed as to how this can be true when you have legends, icons, and GOATs who have yet to have this happen, like Beyonce, Rihanna, Kendrick, Nicki, Jay, Kanye, Drake, and more. But what y'all have to understand is those artists that I just mentioned have multiple albums, not just one. They have a huge wide selection of discography that their fans are listening to. Cardi has one album, and that's all her fans really have. On top of that, that one album was released in the streaming era, and the streams obviously help songs go platinum. So when you only have one album that's released on all streaming platforms in the streaming era with only 13 songs, that's basically all your fans have. So of course it's not surprising. Now, personally, I didn't love the album. There was like 3 or 4 songs I really liked on the album, but honestly, those really came and went for me. I haven't streamed any songs since like 2019, 2020. Like, it's been 5 years and you still have yet to release your sophomore album after the success of your first. No world tour, no headlining tour, or nothing. Here, Latto is on her sophomore album, headlining her first tour. Her freshman album was released 2 years ago. Doja's on her third. Her freshman album was released 4 years ago. She's overseas doing shows, out selling. Megan is on her third album, but really second album, whatever. Like, I'm starting to think there's a hold up intentionally on Cardi's sophomore album. And it's kind of weird how all these songs can go platinum or higher, but you have yet to sell out your tickets for something as simple as Wireless Fest as a quote unquote superstar. And it's been over a month. So you got them talking about discounting the prices for your tickets. That's not giving superstar. Why aren't they buying these tickets to hear all these platinum songs? And where is the Invasion of Privacy tour? That could have made her a lot of money. Would have really been fire since it would have been fresh while she was at the beginning of her career. And historically, that's what you do upon the release of your freshman album. Historically, in the music industry, after the success of a freshman album, a sophomore album is usually followed up in like no less than 2 years. Much like how we see with most, if not all, of these musicians, like Latto, Megan, Nicki, Doja. The only time there is a 4 or 5 year gap is when an artist has already put out like 3 or 4 albums. The only other artist I can think of that put out one album was Lauryn Hill, and she didn't put out any other music after that. But Cardi is still actively making music and still has not released her second album, but claimed to have been done since 2019. I don't know. It's all suspect to me. Like, what you waiting on? Honestly, I think she or her label is worried about something. I don't know. Maybe it's not the success of her first album that they're worried about. I don't know. But at this point, her fans are begging for new music, and I'm sure the album would do fine regardless if it outdoes the first album or not. But you can let me know your thoughts below. Now, the next topic I'm going to get into is Big Latto. So earlier today, an artist claimed writing credits on Latto and Saucy Santana's Up and Down song, and so this is what the artist had to say. Shout out to the time I came and wrote for Latto on Saucy Santana's Up and Down and completely got left out writing credits and ghosted. Wow, I guess you do have to ish on the little person to get on top. So Latto saw this and responded by saying this. IDK, who invited you this day years ago, but you were very much a fan, suggested lines, I should say, and I kindly passed on your corny bars. That was cute, but the world saw me writing since a kid on television, sir. Sorry, 777 out at midnight, cause I see what you tried to do here. Now, this person did claim the show referred Latto's manager to him to be a writer and that he don't lie on his pen. But Latto did come with receipts of them in the studio, and he was recording Latto in the studio while she was writing and saying she was thinking of her last bar, while he was pretty much just sitting there cheesing and recording the camera. Now, honestly, even if Latto never posted the receipts, I still wouldn't have believed dude, because like Latto said, the world saw Latto writing her own lyrics since she was a teenager, and Latto doesn't play when it comes to her pen game, as most real rap artists don't. That's why Nicki is so sensitive about her pen, because she actually writes her music, and Megan defends her pen game a lot too, in a time where people don't even really care if you write your music anymore, because you have rap stars like Cardi B who have admitted openly to not writing their music and having ghostwriters, and people don't really give a damn. So when a person defends their pen, they care about their craft and respect in the hip-hop culture, and I can appreciate Latto writing her own music, but I will say it's ironic how this happened the same day her album is supposed to be released, which a lot of people were saying was giving publicity stunt. Now, speaking of Latto and publicity stunt, Kodak Black's producer came out and basically admitted through guilt that Latto was talking about Kodak Black when she was talking about getting her nuts dropped on to clear a verse or a feature on her album. But he said the reason she said this because she originally wanted a swap and then later changed her mind and that they were going to charge her regular price. He also claimed that Latto was being a diva throughout the whole thing and how nobody gets in their car and listens to Latto, and he even claimed that she had legal issues with her album. Again, all of this is ironic since her album drops tonight. Like, this was, 3 days ago, and you just now saying something Latto never mentioned a name. So Kodak said it wasn't him, so I mean, why you felt the need to respond? Kodak did go live an hour or so later to clarify further about him not being the one Latto was talking about, and at this point, they're both given very much guilty. So we all know your history, Kodak, but you can let me know your thoughts. Now the last topic I want to get into is the No Love extended version. Call me what you want, but this is my honest opinion. The song did not need Cardi B on it, and that's no shade to Cardi, but I honestly don't like when Cardi is on R&B songs. She tries to sing, and it just messes the song up to me. Like, you already know you can't sing. Wild Side did not need Cardi on a song, nor does No Love. It was fine with the way it was. If someone wanted to put someone on the extended version, I'm going to say it again, it should have been Janae, because her, Summer, and SZA is the toxic trinity. But to put Cardi on this song and have her attempting to sing is just trash, because it's nothing but auto-tune, and Cardi can't sing. So if you wanted a singer, why not just, put an actual singer on the song, because she hardly even rapped, and the little rapping that she did, it was boring, no bars, no punchlines. Again, just my honest opinion. So I will not be streaming the extended version of the song. I will continue to listen to the original, but I mean, you can let me know what you think of the song, because I know some people may like it, and that's fine. But I mean, from what I've seen on Twitter and under the comment section under the blogs, a lot of people aren't really feeling this extended version and found it unnecessary for Cardi to be added to the song. Now, if Cardi sees these comments, and I'm sure she will, that means she's going to respond, just like when she did when the general public felt as if Cardi wasn't needed on the Wild Side song and saying how she messed the song up and how she should have been on the remix. And, Cardi had gotten offended and threatened to have herself removed from the song. Which, how you gonna be mad at people's opinions, okay? Like, when you think of Cardi, you don't think of R&B. I sure as hell don't, but not everything is for everybody. But, I'm glad she got a chance to step out of her comfort zone for the experience. I just really don't think it was necessary. Now, the video was cute. I'll give them that. But one question. Why Summer still ain't set a solid single for her album? It's like she really not promoting the album or none of the songs, but here Doja Cat is still eating off of her last album on single number 5 from the album she dropped last summer. Like, come on now, Summer. But again, you can let me know your thoughts. So remember to keep it cute in my comments. This is my commentary and my opinion. You can let me know yours below. I look forward to reading them. Don't forget to give the video that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and lounge with me on my socials at Lady J Lounge Room. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.